This is Lambo's Water Sports featured on the Sideline Sports Network. Like I said, we got more college football. ACC matchup, prime time matchup. You have the University of Miami versus North Carolina. All right. I'm taking North Carolina in this game. Of course, I believe in Drake Maye. He's a way better quarterback than Tyler Van Dyke. Did you not see what Miami did last week? They didn't even take a knee against Georgia Tech, and they went ahead and lost. They lost to Georgia Tech. I mean, Georgia Tech is in a rebuild mode. They lost. All they had to do was take a knee. Mario Cristobal has the organization and the program all in his spin. I think he's cost $1 million. Now, by the way, looking at the press conference, their offensive coordinator is god awful and said it was on him, and I don't know why. If I'm Mario Cristobal, since he called that play, I'm going to go ahead and fire that offensive coordinator. Because if you can't take a knee and the game is over, we'll be talking about a different stat here. Both teams should be 5-0, but that's just not the case. Miami is 4-1. UNC is 5-0. Drake Maye, they got Tez Walker back from eligibility after he could not play. You got Jonathan Brooks on the other end, who is a great running back as well. Also, you have Hampton as your wide receiver as well, Amari Hampton. So he is one of those guys as well. But it just UNC is going to win this game. Their defense has been a lot better under Gene Chizik, who was on the coaches clinic, a championship coaches clinic earlier this year. I'm a big fan of Gene Chizik, what he's done with their defense. The UNC defense is forcing turnovers. They're a lot better than they were last year. Miami, they have some weapons. They have some guys. It just comes down to them. I think they improved defensively, but just their offense. If Tyler Van Dyke throws 3 interceptions, there's no chance of them winning. Now, I think they'll compete with UNC, but the only way they beat UNC is that Tyler Van Dyke has turnovers and cut them basically, completely all the way down. That's just what it comes down to, and that's what it comes up with. So I'm going to take UNC to win this game. I trust Drake Maye. Miami, after what they did, if you were to put money on the game, I would never vote for them again. So Miami's college football playoff hope is over. By the way, Miami is a long way from rebuilding. They're in the second-year head coach in Mario Cristobal, who should be, someone on the hot seat after what he did last year. I'm still going to talk about what he did last week. I mean, that's just awful. That's just awful coaching. I mean, my God. But, it just comes down to that type of scenario. So UNC is the better team. Miami will compete, but I don't know if this. It just depends on how the loss from last week against Georgia Tech is really, really, really going to affect them. And I think it's going to have some heat on them, or are they going to come out and come on fire? That just depends. I don't think so. I think Miami loses this game because of the loss that they suffer. I don't think they'll be the same team this season. It'll be a storyline of 10. UNC wins this game. Final game of the night, number 10-2, is UCLA versus Oregon State. All right, Oregon State has done some things. They lost one game. UCLA has lost one game. That is next on Lambo's Water Sports. The final episode of the night. We will catch you later. Peace out.